adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hey everyone, it's Zord the fan back here with another episode, and today we're back with another Power Rangers Dino Fury tour review. And as you can clearly see, we have the Mosa Razor Zord. And yeah. And also these things, we'll get into those. And this thing, the key. The most important thing is the key. And the box. All stars. So, here's the plan. Review the box. Review this thing. Then review these two things. And then review this. Yeah, I have no clue. Anyway, all stars, let's just get in to the review. Behold, all stars, the background review. Yeah, new background review, and all that other stuff. All stars. But anyway, as you can clearly see, we have the box. Why am I showing you all stars the box? Because you should see the box, and I don't know. So yeah, as you can clearly see the box, there's a Mosa Razor Zord there. And it's telling you something about Zord Link, Power Rangers, Hasbro, and Mosa Razor Zord, Mosa Razor Zord again, and then the battle mode for Mosa Razor Zord. And then once again Zord Link. You got, for some reason it shows the Dino Knight armor. There's no key reader for a morpher, so I have no clue. And it says number 4, and over here. I honestly don't know what that's about, all stars. Anyway, it shows you all the things you can do once you obtain the Terra-Free Zord, and this sort of mode that you can do if you have the T-Rex Zord and the Mosa Razor Zord. Well, yes, now you can see both the Mosa Razor Zord and the Mosa Razor Zord battle mode. And here is the, I forgot the name. What's the name of it? The Primal Ultra Zord. Yeah, that's it. Primal Ultra Zord, right here. That is the Primal Ultra Zord. And up top, Power Rangers Dino Fury. They got the logo and all that. Also, some of the box got ripped off when I was taking the tape off. And well, there's nothing on the inside, it's just hollowness. That's all to it, all stars, and boring stuff. Yay, so without further ado, I shall now review the key. Here is the Mosa Razor Zord key thing. Now I know I didn't review the other keys like that in the same way that I'm doing this key review, but all stars, here's the thing, if I reviewed the keys the same way I'm reviewing this one, it would just, that video would have been longer. Anyway, as you can clearly see, you have the Megazord thing, the face, head motion and all that. Here you can see the Dino Fury logo. I still don't know what these things are for. Is it like you can put a string there and then, you know, tie it around your neck? Probably. And right here, you can see the Mosa's Saurus, or Mosa Razor Zord, as they call it. Because, you know, it's a Zord. Anyway, yeah. Right here. Then you have the Gold Ranger on the inside. With, I don't know. What does this even qualify for? Does this qualify for a sword or a dagger? Because the Gold Ranger really turns his blaster into a dagger. This is what the inside looks like. Gold Ranger holding his Mosa blaster. Is that what they call it? I have no clue. Anyway, yeah. There's nothing else to it, all stars. It's just that. But also, I also now know why the whole separation of the back part exists. Because if you don't have the, you know, 6-inch figures for them that come with the keys for the morpher, you can, you know, use the ones you have for the Megazord, and, put them in and just take this back part off. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, Mosa Zord. Red eye. I like how half of the head kind of looks like a trident. New All-Stars probably picked up on that sooner than I did, but whatever. And, yeah. So, on to the Mosa Zord. The Mosa Razor Zord. Yeah. Alright, and finally, All-Stars, we have the Mosa Razor Zord, and yeah, I have no clue what these things are. They're apparently supposed to be a I have no clue how to pronounce the name. Editor, right now, put a picture of what these things are supposed to be, and based off of, and the name above that picture. Editor, thank you. Anyway, All-Stars, let me show you what these things look like. I'm adjusting one because you can already assume. Yeah, you got ports down here, detailing all that reflection, chromatic thing. Anyway, yellow eyes, and yeah, it's supposed to look like a fist. And you have the ports because it has to become the fist eventually, and the hole right here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, All-Stars, because it's supposed to be a fist. Nothing else to it. Anyway, let's get these out of here. And now let's review the star of today's video, All-Stars. The Mosa Razor Zord. Yes. And, not gonna lie, looks pretty good. You got the fin things right here, unless those are actually supposed to be spikes. These are supposed to be fins, All-Stars. Yeah. 360 view, sorta. I don't know, this table's not big enough for that. But, yeah. You got the tail right here. The fins here. Which, look, I say this came out really well when they made it. Because as you know, All-Stars, all Power Ranger Zords are pretty much budget cut bootlegs of the Japanese Zords. Yeah. You got the trident thing right here, All-Stars. And, yeah. One more thing, All-Stars. Other than, other stuff about this. This trident reminds me of something from Power Rangers Megaforce. And you want to know what it is? Well, it's not this. This is the only thing I could find at the time being from Power Rangers Megaforce, Super Megaforce. The Q-Rex Sword. The Silver Ranger used a trident like this. And this looks almost exactly like that trident, All-Stars. Don't they look similar? Anyway, back to the, star of the show. Their jaw can open. That's either due to transformation-wise or, because, well, the T-Rex Champion Zord has, jaw motion, just, other stuff. These arms are for another mode for the Mosa Razor Zord is supposed to merge with another Zord that the Rangers have, and I have no clue what that name is. I completely forgot. I barely even paid attention. Which is why these arms exist. Which, yeah. Fins move. Transformation-wise once more. Blue here. And sort of gold here. Gold. It also has this thing. But that's, once again, it corresponds to why the arms exist. Right here. And just for comparison, All-Stars. Just so you can get... Just so you All-Stars can know, like, how long this one is. More than the T-Rex Champion Zord. I mean, just almost they match up. Okay, hold on. Yep, I'm just gonna ignore that. They almost match up, All-Stars. Yeah. No, they don't. No, they don't. The tail is what makes this one longer than that one. So, yeah. Okay, get out here, T-Rex Champions Lord. You had your turn. So, yeah. That's what is also there. There's also a giant gap in the mouth, as you can clearly see. But that's just for the head. Yeah. And now, all stars, it is time to get into the transformation of the Mosa Razor Zord and these things. So yeah. So as for the transformation, all stars, get all this stuff out of here. Why? Because, well, just because. And well, I guess you could keep the key. But anyway, all stars, you don't have to do this part. I just do it for fun. Open the mouth of the Mosa Razor Zord, and you put the key into the slot right there. And you can't just put it backwards, you have to put it like this. So, yeah. And the thing about it is that it's really stiff. So, it's kind of tricky to actually get the key in and also get the key out. Which is why I did it now. Anyway, back to the transformation. Simply remove the tail. And now you got feet. And swivel the fins up because, well, they can move. And next. Yes, the camera goes up now. Like it always did. Take these. I just do this just in case. I just bring these up just for turning these down. Why, all stars? Because I don't know if this might break if I just go like this and turn it. I mean, it don't look like it, but I'm not taking a chance. Safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. So yeah, just swivel them around, and yeah. Next, no, we're not doing this yet part yet, all stars. Take the fist and you plug them in here. That, and like that. Next, take the head, swivel it around, and you open the mouth. Dramatic effect, opening appearance. Yeah. That's all too. And the sword, the tail now becomes this trident sword thing. And that's the Mosa Razor Sword battle mode. Yeah, not much to it, all stars. I would say I gotta say the transformation is much more simpler than the T-Rex Champion Zord. Why? Because the legs are already sorted out. The tail just becomes the sword. And, yeah. It's just very simple. Anyway, you got the fist, as I said, these things. Editor, that picture again of whatever these things are based off of. Thank you. The trident parts, you can move elbow joints. The feet are on ball joints, so yeah, you can swivel them. Not too far, not too far, but just enough. Oh yeah, you have spikes here. I completely forgot about that. And yeah, these kind of remind me of ice skates. I have no clue why. Probably because these things look like, I don't know. It's standing on two pieces of cardboard and is skating down a mountain. Anyway, you have this thing. I have no clue what that is. But, oh yeah, you have to move this out the way to, sort of swivel this around, all stars. To make sure you don't break anything. Well, mainly these parts, because if you do, swivel it around. Okay, well now it doesn't do it, but it was bending before, all stars. It was bending before. Oh yeah, you have the gold stripe here and there. Navy blue, or yeah, navy blue. Unless it's not navy blue. I have no clue. Anyway, the head. As for the head, all stars, it barely moves. It can only go up and down. If you want the head to move, you're just gonna have to do this. Yeah, I'm sorry. It just won't allow the head to move at all. Well, just barely, but not at all. Anyway, the sword sorta, yeah, sorta looks like the trident. And you got whatever these things are. Now at the back, not much to it. Anyway, you can just see the red eye there. Red eye. And that's pretty much it, All Stars. That's pretty much all to it. Got black stuff right here. These arms are detachable. That is due to, once again, the reason why these arms exist. And the Primal Ultra Zord. Yeah. This entire thing comes apart, just like the T-Rex Champion Zord. But almost like it. Speaking of the T-Rex Champion Zord, All Stars, just because. Okay, why did I even do it like that? Just because this is height comparison. I feel like this one's taller and this one's shorter, but just by an inch. Yeah, I don't know why. It seems like this one's taller, right? But then when you look at it like this, when you look at it like this, this one looks taller. This one looks shorter. Yeah, you also have ports here to do whatever. I think, yeah, it's supposed to have something to do with that. But yeah, speaking of the T-Rex Champion Zord All-Stars, there's also a combination mode, as you saw in the box. Yeah. This has to be the weirdest combination mode. Okay, well, say, you take the head, and you take the tail of the T-Rex Champion Zord. Get out here, T-Rex Champion Zord. It literally doesn't say this on the instructions. It shows this on the box. Oh, now I see. We'll be right after this short message, All-Stars. There's no short message, All-Stars. But anyway, besides that, I figured out something. You take these parts, and then you take the cannon things off the T-Rex Champion Zord, and these things as well. Now you take the arms off. Apparently they're there for more reasons than one, apparently. And you take the cannons, you stuff them here, and you plug them on here. And apparently you're supposed to have these things down, or somewhere like this. But I'm gonna put it like that. And you're supposed to plug it on. Yeah, I didn't even try this before. Okay, this might be really weak. I have no idea, All-Stars. This thing just exists. I don't know why it exists, but it exists. And then you take the tail and you plug it on here. But it won't stay like that because, won't you look at that? The design of the T-Rex Champion Zord, its tail is in the way of it fully attaching. So, yeah, there's like 50 problems with their fun design flaws. But other than that, take the head and put it on here, like so, because there's ports there as well. And once again, you take the tail and put it there. Yeah, this thing is... no. Nope. Can't live with it. Can't live with it, won't live with it. Behold, All-Stars. How much simpler it can be. Why? Because these things, it's very difficult to live with. They won't attach properly. I don't know if it's just mine or everyone's, but I know it can't be just mine with the whole T-Rex Champion Zord tail thing not attaching on completely. But I know it can't be just mine with that. Just mine with these? Perhaps. Just mine with this? No. No. Overall, All-Stars, I think this is very good. Other than this, thing. I won't say. I'll say nothing else. Okay. I guess to the end of the video? Yeah, end of the video. Yes,
Sure.
All-Stars. Welcome to the end of the video. Where, yeah, you just got end of the video things. And other stuff. Yeah, and then you got these things. The gold here, gold here. Hey, it's still a review, All-Stars. I have silver here. Gray here. These little knight armor things. Once again, no knight armor for this. Why? Because I see no way it will work with any of them. Anyway, you got the tail thing, these things, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Once again, the head only goes up and down. Only way for it to turn left and right is this. And I don't think any of us want to do that all day long. But yeah, tail also sort of looks like a trident. And yeah, nothing else really to it. Everything back here, probably for a future purpose use thing, All-Stars. But we'll only find out once I obtain the terror-free Zord. But yeah, without further ado, it is I destroy the fair ending off to the same. If you're a newcomer to the channel, it's like, comment, subscribe. And if you're a return subscriber to the channel, just like when we could subscribe again, you'll unsubscribe, please. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to the Mosa Razor Zord. I will soon obtain the terror-free Zord. I will obtain it. Anyway, All-Stars, without further ado, I decided to destroy the fair ending off to the same. Remember, stay on the All-Star team, boy. And peace out.